Welcome back to the Kaleidosphere, a Dungeons & Dragons Play Podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master, Nathan, and joining me tonight are Grant.
Zachariah Harros, definitely not Lord Captain Dimitri Chilton.
Cody.
Jack Rackman.
Pippin.
Moriarty, I was told to smack things less.
Jonathan.
Hudson Swift, who's not so sure about Zachariah.
And Alex.
Clacker Volkson, tagline.
Join us in our first campaign, To Whom the Sea Belongs. Right off the bat, I want to acknowledge that Moriarty will be smacking stuff less because he had 2 feats, and that was a miscommunication. So, Pippin...
He's got a peg leg now.
He's pegging, alright.
Understanding you're removing the Polearm Master feat until a later time?
Yes.
Got it. Sounds good. Let's see, we left off with you all entering a new room that had potions in it and things of that sort. This particular room is consequential, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you all to roll initiative.
Whoa.
All right.
21.
Jack got a 15.
Nice.
Hudson got a 14. No, he got a 15, actually.
That is a 2 for Clacker.
A 17 for Moriarty.
Okay, so Zachariah will go first, which is fitting because you did lead the way into this room. Let me describe what you see real quick, and then we'll see what you do. So,
Okay.
This is a long chamber with a low ceiling. The ceiling is still higher than the tunnels that connect the chambers, so Clacker, you're not bumping your head in here. The stalactites in this chamber have been chopped back to make room for wooden shelves and tables that are stuffed with clay jars, glass vials, and supplies that look like it would be used for bandaging various wounds and ailments. Many of the jars have pickled or mummified body parts of various animals, and these ingredient jars are on several different shelves and tables throughout the room. Zachariah, what would you like to do?
Man, I mean, with trying to get in game sense here, I don't see anything threatening, right?
You do not see anything threatening, except perhaps Hudson.
Perhaps we're friends. Yeah, without any reason to really suspect anything afoot, I would approach the table and start to more closely inspect the jars and the liquid and things like that. I'm not looking for anything specific. I just kind of want to know, get an idea what's going on here.
Yeah, so you walk across the room. On this side of the room, you also see that on the wall, there's one of those same glyph thing, or glyph I think is the right word. It's the one of the lizard folk looking directly at you, but with its hands over... Jonathan, it's not your turn.
I don't know what you're talking
about. It's a picture of the lizard folk with its hands over where its eyes would be, but eyes are still drawn on the hands. And then below it, the hands have kind of moved to either side, and its mouth is open in kind of a snarl. So you see that same pictogram on the far wall, roughly here where I am gesturing. Okay. On the table itself, make a medicine check or an investigation check.
I'm going to do investigation.
All right.
I got a 16.
16, nice. So investigation is enough to see these various potions and poultices do have various magical effects that you're not quite sure of with that particular skill, but you also find more jade in this room. There's a couple deep jars that have various shards of jade in them. Looks like several hundred more gold pieces worth of it.
Remind me, you've dealt with the rune with the eyes covered before. What was the solution to that?
You had to look with your hands.
You had to look with your hands.
But this one has a interesting look on his face and his mouth is open, so maybe you have to look with your tongue. I don't know.
Oh, I certainly have a tongue, but you might want to help me with that. Wait, no, you all know my secrets, so I don't have to do that anymore.
You don't have a tongue?
Well, no, I don't have any flesh whatsoever.
But is a tongue flesh?
Yes.
The tongue is flesh, I can tell you that.
I suppose I'll trust you. You're the expert.
I guess I'll pick up some of the jade well, unless that's the end of my turn, I'll pick up some of the jade.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's the end of your turn, but you can grab
Okay.
the jade on your next turn. So Moriarty with a 17 is next, and then Hudson.
Moriarty's just gonna walk into the room a little bit more. And I'm just gonna do a general perception just to see if there's anything you missed. Just looking around, just kind of look around. Nope, 13 probably not. But then I'm just gonna wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I think just the pictogram would stand out to you since it's clearly, and it's not an exact duplicate. They don't have like copy machines or anything, but it's the same exact pattern that you saw earlier behind the waterfall.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna prepare an action just in case something goes wrong when they try to figure it out.
Okay. Prepare an action for an attack with your fishing rod?
Yep.
Okay. Hudson?
I think Hudson's gonna kind of saunter into the room, like, very sassily, like, very purposely avoiding Zachariah, like, how a child would. And I think he's gonna look around to see if there's anything he can drink, like any sort of alcohol.
Well, there is so much that you could drink.
Is there anything that looks like a bottle of rum, perchance?
Like a bottle of rum, let me check real quick. Make an investigation check, or nature, your pick.
Alright, well, I got a crit, but it is a 19, because I have -1 intelligence.
Let's see. So it is thicker than rum. It looks more like maple syrup. I bet Hudson has seen maple syrup before. He's been up north.
Mm-hmm.
But it has, like, a film of kind of green slime on top of the maple syrupy looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the closest to rum that he sees here. At least in the glass vials that he can easily see and shake and all of that.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think he's, despite the -1 intelligence, I think Hudson's smart enough not to drink anything with green slime on it.
Okay.
So,
And where are you in the room?
very opposite side of the room from Zachariah.
Okay. Yeah, over by the table. Right.
Yeah. So I think he'd, like, pretend like he wasn't about to just drink that. Like, he'd, like, kind of, like, put it down and, like, nod like he was doing some sort of, like, intelligent, like, discovery of things here.
Got it. Jack?
Yeah, I'll go approach that rune, or that
Okay.
drawing, and I will try to see with my eyes. I'll look around, try and touch the walls.
Wait, I'm sorry, you said, or at least I heard you say try to see with my eyes. Did you mean with your eyes
see
or with
my
your hands?
Sorry, yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Alright, make an investigation check with advantage.
I got a 13. Oh, a 16 with advantage.
Right, okay. So, indeed, you find a hidden passage here, as you did behind the waterfall. It connects to this room that appears to be some sort of operation chamber, and there is an absolutely horrendous thing right on the other side.
Ah, Jesus.
This creature is like, almost looks like a flesh golem, but it has thick, like rubbery tentacles sprouting forth from it, and where its head should be, there's an amalgamation of thick tentacles that all connect to various heads. Other tentacles with heads on the end sprout out of its back and arms. And let me roll initiative for this thing real quick.
Sure, why not?
Are we able to see him go through the wall, or how does that look for us?
Yes, and when you see him go through the wall, it works the way most illusion magic does, where when you are aware that it's an illusion, it kind of fades, so it's there in kind of a misty image, and you can see through the tunnel to see the monster on the other side. So you are all aware of the imminent threat.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a monster, just because it looks a little different than us. It doesn't necessarily.
Fair point. The creature.
It's rolling initiative as we speak.
I don't know what that means. What's initiative? Maybe if Hudson took some initiative. No, I don't know what.
Alright, what was that, mate?
Let's see, Jack. That was your movement and your action. Do you have any like bonus action you want to do, or is that it?
A bonus action. No.
All right. This creature actually rolled initiative the same as you, so it's going to go right after you. Which is wonderful for me. I get to play with it.
Whoa.
Play with those tentacles.
You betcha.
I'd prefer if you didn't. Why don't you just stay in your side of the room and I'll stay on mine.
You guys are like the same spot.
Ask its name. I'm sure it's friendly.
It moves
Coming
forward.
right at me.
It's going to make 3 attacks with random heads. So let me
Jesus.
roll 1d7 to see which head. It got a 7. Fun. Does a crit hit you?
Does a crit hit you?
I'm down.
No, you're not, bitch. Hudson, or not Hudson. My name's not Hudson. Zachariah is. Jack, look out! And I am going to cast a little trick of the hand and distract it at the last second, so it needs to re-roll that.
Reroll the crit.
Silvery Bud. Oh my god.
Does a 10 hit you?
Zachariah, you saved my goddamn life.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to grant Moriarty advantage on the creature with that distraction.
Nice.
Just for the audience, it would have done 20 damage to me. By the looks of it, I have 17 HP.
Yep.
And then it
At
fucking
your
automatically inflicts its bite damage, which I'm pretty sure that means it would automatically fail the death saving throw.
Yeah. I think that's right.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm using all of my magic keeping you alive. Meat sacks together, all of your...
You would have saved your life. It's fine.
I appreciate it very muchly.
This is the problem with flesh. All the bits have to stay on the inside. Blood.
This is true. It does have 2 more attacks, so it's going to try to
Oh, dear God.
move some of your flesh, like, outside of your body. Does a 9 misses you. So the dire kangaroo head shuts
The
past
what?
you. So, yeah, I guess I should describe this a little bit more. So the first attack, the one that would have crit you, was this massive crocodile head that's mounted on the end of a thick tentacle. And Zachariah's silvery barbs managed to kind of turn it to the side and bang it against the wall. And then a dire kangaroo head whips around from behind and juts at you, but you've already stumbled back a little bit and it just barely misses. And the last attack...
Let's guess what kind of head it is. I think lobster.
Lobster head.
This head is a
Lobster head.
a zombie lizard folk head.
Okay, well, that's slightly better.
And does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
So you take 6 sanity damage.
Oh.
Because the zombie lizard folk has lost most of its teeth, and so it, like, gnaws on you with decaying gums, and its tongue has, like, holes in it and stuff, and it's, like, licking at your arm.
Ugh. My personal, like, actual life from taking sanity damage hearing that.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Believe it or not, my sanity life bar isn't nearly as bad as my...
Yeah, I mean, you're a sorcerer. I feel like that's... Or you're a caster, at least, so...
Right.
That's more of your strong suit. That is all for the blasphemy. So we're gonna go to Clacker now. Clacker, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 9.
Okay. So you, Alex, may have noticed something in Clacker's periphery. You can choose whether or not Clacker actually sees that.
Yeah, because I would say it's close enough to where I could see that.
Sure.
It is a beholder, it looks like, coming up on us.
Appears to be the same one of 2 of the ones that you saw in the swamp. So it's just kind of floating along, staring at you with a bunch of its eyes.
Oh,
What would you like to do, Clacker?
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. Real quick, before I forget, because this is important, everyone make a wisdom. Let me confirm.
Alright, we'll make a wisdom. Alright, that's good. That's good news, Nathan.
Make a wisdom.
I think he means strength.
I do
think you
mean
mean
a wisdom saving
healing?
throw.
Oh.
Everyone make a wisdom saving throw because of the blasphemy.
Okay, I got a 10 wisdom saving throw.
Moriarty with a 21. Can he throw his fishing pole yet? He does have it prepared.
Yes, you're right. We'll do that right before Clacker. I apologize.
It's all right.
I got an 8.
16.
Nice. All right.
13 for Hooks. God damn, my name's not Hudson. What's wrong with me? Zachariah.
So Moriarty and Clacker are less phased by this blasphemy, and each of you only take 4 sanity damage. Everyone else takes 8 sanity damage.
Oh,
Only
okay.
4. I have 14 total. Only 4.
That's right.
All right.
So Moriarty can go ahead with your ready to action, and then Clacker, it'll be your turn.
Alright, Moriarty's gonna press a switch on the reel of his fishing pole, grab the line, and then he's just gonna spear throw the fishing rod at this monster through the illusion. With advantage from Zachariah, right?
Yep.
23 for 9 damage.
Nice. You make some solid contact. 9 is nothing to sneeze at. It looks like that's this thing is pretty tough, but that's still a reasonable chunk of its health. So Clacker, you are up now.
All right, Clacker sees the beholder coming up on us, and he just goes, nope, 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 nope. And he's going to move a little bit in towards the room to try to get some distance between him and the beholder. And with the sanity damage he just took from seeing that blasphemy in the other room, I'm going to just take the dodge action.
All right. That brings us back to Zachariah.
Well, this is terrible. I don't like this at all. Oh, I don't see the beholder, right? I'm fixed on the blasphemy thing.
Correct.
Can I retcon? I would have yelled out or let them know, hey guys, that beholder we saw back up there is right here now.
Very polite.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so I turn and see the beholder, and I'm like, oh, hello. 1 moment, friend. We're in a little bit of a pickle here. If you could just give us a moment, we'd be glad to entertain. Just 1 moment, please. And
it blinks at you, but it blinks in a wave. So one eye blinks, then the eye next to it blinks all the way down.
Beautiful. And then I am going to pull some magic out of my book, snap to attention with my flintlock, and fire off to the side at the blasphemy. He needs to make a DC 14 wisdom save against 9 damage.
And he fails that. So 9 necrotic damage?
Correct.
Alright.
Does it seem like it's doing, I'm damaging it, or do I notice, does it seem like...
yes.
Okay.
It takes full necrotic damage and full damage from Moriarty's fishing rod.
Okay, great.
Yep.
And then I am going to... My little raven is going to fly up and harass the crap out of the blasphemy, flap its wings in its face, and then come and land on Moriarty's shoulder, granting him advantage on his next attack.
On Moriarty's next attack?
Correct.
Got it. Okay. And it is Moriarty's turn next.
Well, then Moriarty is going to look at the raven. Well, hello there, little fella. Well, we're getting right up into the danger now. He's going to run up by Jack, still with the little distance between him and the fun-sized monster.
Mm-hmm.
Fun-sized.
And he's going to cast Booming Blade and... actually, as a bonus action, he's going to recall his fishing pole back into his hand. So he's just going to pull that line he had, the fishing line he still had, pulls it back, grabs it, and then casts Booming Blade and slashes down on it again.
Nice.
Actually, Rules Layer, you can't Booming Blade on a reach weapon.
I can't?
What?
Oh.
Yep, sorry.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, you can, but you don't get the reach with it. Sorry.
I'll tuck that away as an upgrade you can choose later for your...
Ooh, that is cool.
That's nuts.
I've just never actually tried to use Booming Blade with a reach weapon. So
Booming Blade on a reach weapon is nuts. You
it
could
totally
literally
makes sense why you couldn't, because you could just poke and run away.
Now that you just said it, it does make sense. All right, so I'm gonna...
Yeah, but that'll be a future upgrade you can take.
I'll walk up and still do it. So it's up to him. 20 to hit
20 does hit.
for 6, and then 11 if it moves.
All right.
And then I'll take the attack of opportunity and I'll step back.
All right, it will make that attack.
Jack, get out of there.
It's going to make that attack with its first head. Any guesses what the first head is?
Human.
Bear.
Eagle.
Eagle?
Sorry, I shouldn't have solicited a guess. That was a random thing.
Ooh, 24.
24 against Moriarty. For 10 slashing damage, assuming that hits.
Yeah, That's gonna hit.
Yeah, so this head is emerging literally from its right pectoral. It's just like on its chest, and it lunges up and bites at you.
Did you hear freedom? I swear, I just heard freedom.
A tear comes to Clacker's eye. He doesn't know why.
That was all for Moriarty, right? That was all 3 of your actions.
Yes.
So we're on to Jack.
When Zachariah does Toll the Dead, does the bell sound like the Liberty Bell, just out of curiosity?
Now it does.
I wanted it to be from, is it Monty Python? Bring out your dead.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually really good.
I imagined it kind of like a gong, honestly.
I always thought of it like the Taco Bell bell.
Yukiro told the dead.
You know, Zachariah was not meant to be a joke character, just for the record.
All right, I'm going to firebolt it. 19 for 5 fire damage.
So in melee, what kind of
15.
what's the rule for? Is it disadvantage in melee?
I wasn't aware of any disadvantage or advantage for it.
You think this is Pathfinder, Nathan?
Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so either way, a 15 hits, so even if it is with disadvantage, you're still fine. For now, we won't apply a new roll, and I'll check that later. So 5 fire damage?
Yes, and then seeing the head snap at Moriarty, I will attempt to use that advantage to get away.
Alright. Okay, I was correct about D&D. Thank you for fact-checking me, Grant.
Fact approving you
Fact
badass. I even teased you, so you should rub that in my face.
I will see what I can do on the Blasphemy's turn.
I was going to say, he said wait till the turn.
For now, it is Hudson's turn.
I hate to ask this, but how heavy are these bottles, and how far do you think Hudson could throw one?
20 feet or 60 with disadvantage. They are, the ones that are throwable are akin to like a stone that has a good amount of weight on it.
Okay.
You have no idea what each of the different like concoctions might do.
I don't think Hudson's nearly smart enough to consider the ramifications of this.
You're going to give it another head!
This is like, that was like my gut reaction, was like, Nathan put us in a room with a bunch of vials. He wants us to use them. So I think that's what Hudson would be like, we've got plenty of, like, resources here. So he's going to pick up, I think he's going to pick up the one with the green slime and kind of hope for it to be some sort of like Molotov cocktail.
Okay, so like the maple syrup with the slime on top?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's going to move to like within line of sight. You said 20 feet?
Yeah.
Alright. And what should I roll for him tossing?
It's going to be your dexterity modifier without adding your proficiency bonus because it's an improvised weapon.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright. Got an 8 there.
Alright, an 8 is actually just what you need to hit this thing.
Whoa!
Okay.
It hits hard, but it's kind of slow and squishy.
Okay. So Hudson's gonna yell, I think probably like, "Look out, mate!" as he tosses this bottle over the head of Moriarty.
What is your dexterity modifier and your strength modifier?
My dexterity modifier is 3 and my strength modifier is also 3.
They're both 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to do 4 damage as it shatters on him. Mm-hmm. And it looks like there's no other effect. It just kind of splashes on him and deals some damage as like the glass cuts into him and stuff.
Okay.
Anything else from Hudson?
I think he's gonna like try to like reach for another bottle like nearby on the table maybe.
Sure.
Or like start reaching for one.
All right. You've got enough movement. You can go ahead and like step in front or behind of Jack, so you're close to the table again.
All right. I'm back by the table.
It was 11 damage for the thunder, right, Moriarty?
Yes.
Okay. So he's gonna go ahead and take that so that he can march in. Move right up next to all of you, and start.
Thanks for giving him a line to walk right up to me, Jack. I appreciate it.
Making some attacks on Zachariah for doubting my D&D knowledge.
This feels retaliatory. Retaliatory.
Does oh wait, I haven't made the attack yet. So the
Five does not hit me.
dire kangaroo head whips out with a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
As it passes Moriarty, he's gonna smack it though. The Sentinel.
Oh right,
So he's gonna.
If you better fucking hit
15?
this.
15 hits.
He doesn't even get to me.
Does it stop his movement, or can you just make the attack?
It stops it becomes 0.
That's
its movement
fucking.
speed.
That's Sentinel.
It's gonna be coming your way then, Moriarty.
Oh, I know. This
on.
is gonna be painful.
Let's look at the exact wording because you have conflated two feats.
No, that is Sentinel. Here.
The trust is gone.
I know Sentinel. Sentinel is the DM fucker. It's literally the most. It's so fun as a player. It's so annoying as a DM. Have fun with it.
Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach.
No. I mean, it still provokes an opportunity attack by coming.
Or no,
Oh, wait,
he's right. Sentinel is what stops him. Polearm Master is what lets you
You're
do
right.
it when they enter your reach, not just when they leave
You're right.
your reach.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh God,
He didn't leave it.
I'm never doubting Nathan again. He's gonna kill the shit out of me. Wait, no. When they enter, if you're wielding, other creatures provoke when they enter the reach you have with that weapon. Okay, yeah, it is Polearm Master.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and kill me, Nathan.
That is why they are wonderful together.
Well, I still attack.
tastes.
Yeah, you still attack it, you still hit it. It takes 12 damage, and that hurts it.
I rolled a 16 on my strength check somehow with a -1 strength.
Well,
So-
there you go. Thank the Ankosan gods for small blessings. You do not fall prone.
So
You do
just-
take 9 damage.
Yes, I do.
It's going to retaliate against Moriarty for hitting it with the fishing rod. And it gets another crit. So-
No, my last spell. I just barely.
Oh my God.
This thing bites me, and I like. Hey, it's not a crit though, so he's alive.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Wow.
good save. So let's see. It does. Okay, so 6 piercing and 2 poison damage to Moriarty.
Alrighty.
And it's going to make one more attack on Zachariah.
I don't have my reaction, so I can't do anything about this.
And a 19 to hit.
That absolutely hits me. I wish I had shield right now.
And that is only 6 sanity damage instead of hit points.
Oh.
As the zombie lizard folk head kind of like slobbers all over you with its congealing spit.
Okay. I mean, I kind of like it. I don't know.
It's been a long time since anyone's ever touched him willingly, so.
I got a hug earlier. I don't know if you remember. It's been a couple weeks, but I definitely got a hug.
Yar, what the hell is that I see down there? What the fuck?
The beholder thing just kind of floats on in, just kind of silently staring at you. All its eye stalks are looking around, taking in the sight. And it is now within 10 feet of both Clacker and Jack, just kind of hanging out. Clacker's
Hello,
turn.
friend.
I don't like that you had to specifically say that it's within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, that seemed very ominous.
Right. I still don't like this thing, so I'm gonna go nope, and I will move. I'm gonna come up to this little scary boy here, Mr. 12 Heads, and we'll take a smack. Oh, do I want to rage first? Yeah, I'm gonna rage. So, I'll rage, which means I get Wild Surge. Let's find out
Yes,
what I
you do.
rolled. A 7, which means flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies. Meh. So, it's okay. Oh, they have disadvantage on, like, so many things now. Okay. Well then, I will now smack that 7-headed... I'm just making up however many heads it has now.
7 is correct.
7, okay, with my great sword.
With advantage.
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Okay, so that is a 12.
And that's a hit.
Woo! Alrighty. For 10 slashing damage.
Very nice. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm going to bite it now.
Bonus action. You already used it to rage.
Oh, you're right. I did that before too. That's it for me then. I'm just gonna hang out here.
All right, and I forgot about this guy's legendary action to make a random bite again. So it's going to do that on you real quick. With its giant crocodile head. With another... I'm rolling so well with this guy. 24 hits you, right, Clocker?
Unfortunately.
So that is going to be a 10 damage to you, and you are grappled. And that brings us back to the top of the order with Zachariah.
Yeah, kind of hunched over, in a lot of pain. I'm almost out of energy. I'm going to need you guys to help me out here. And I am going to pull a much stronger spell out of my book. No, I'm not, actually. I am going to point my flintlock into the ground and pump a shot into the stone, which is going to then burst up all around us. I'm specifically not hitting the beholder. I'm hitting here, or what's here, so that it hits all of us.
Okay.
And he needs to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw against the world's worst damage roll of 4.
14 con save. Con is good, yet it still fails. So it does take the 4 damage.
That's literally how much damage I made by throwing a bottle at it.
It's been bloodied for a little while now, just for the record.
And then, you guys... What's my spellcasting modifier? +4. Everyone heals 8 damage.
Ooh. That's pretty nice.
Really?
I take back my snippy comment.
Wait, no, one creature heals 8 damage.
Oh.
So I'm gonna give that to Moriarty. Oh, I thought that was everybody. I'm gonna give that to Moriarty.
Thank you there.
Alright. And you're Raven?
Well, I am gonna try to move back, because I'm fucked if I don't, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the risk. And I stumble backwards, doing my best to not get hit here.
And so this is a head that hasn't attacked yet. A head mounted with a saber-tooth head on the end. Reaches out with a 17.
Oh, that does hit me, but goddammit, I am still up.
With 1 hit point.
With 1 hit point. I had 11, and that did 10.
Yep.
God damn, how many reactions does this bastard have?
My Raven flutters in and grants advantage to Moriarty. It lands on his shoulder.
Okay.
And I am very hurt. I am bent over. I look over at this beholder friend here, and I'm like, I could really use your help. It's not looking good.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Moriarty, 1 reaction, 1 legendary action.
Oh, I was just, as Moriarty is like, holy shit, it's biting everything. Wasn't actually asking. It was just, holy shit.
Yeah,
Keeps
I mean, with so
attacking
many
everything.
heads, it's going to eat everything at once. That brings us to Moriarty, actually. So you've got advantage on your next attack thanks to the Raven. Does the Raven have a name?
Raven.
Raven.
That's so Raven.
I was thinking nevermore.
I was too, actually.
It's the future I can see.
What's that a reference to?
The
this,
Baltimore Ravens.
What's Baltimore?
Raven.
Do they have potatoes in Baltimore?
I see they do.
potatoes.
I thought it was Idaho.
Oh, yes. These strange names.
Alrighty then, well, then, with advantage, I guess. Moriarty's gonna try to fell this damned 7-headed monster. 25?
Yeah.
14 slashing.
Alright. Yeah, it only has 8 AC.
Oh.
You're almost guaranteed a hit. I think Moriarty is guaranteed a hit, assuming you don't crit fail.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah. Any movement or bonus action?
He's going to cast... No, that's an action, not a bonus action. Never mind, no. That's going to be it for this turn.
Sounds good. Jack and then Hudson.
Well, I'm going to... Yeah, shoot it with another firebolt. Things are not looking good. 25 to hit.
That's a big ol' hit.
8 damage. Fire damage.
Nice. That was the first time you've hit it with fire, right?
I think I hit it
Earlier.
my
Might-
first turn
okay.
with a firebolt too.
I think you're right. I forgot to give it disadvantage after you did, because it's scared of fire. So I'm going to give it disadvantage for 2 turns in a row now. Because that was my mistake.
Hopefully it doesn't live for 2 turns.
It won't live. Don't worry.
That bite definitely would have missed me then.
There would have been some misses.
I apologize.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Zachariah.
Unfortunately, this is Pathfinder rules, and since I'm undead, that kills me.
Well, who says I wasn't doing that on purpose?
Okay,
No.
all right. Oh, that's okay.
And then, I think that's all I can do because that's my bonus action.
You did a lot. I'm happy. Is everyone else happy?
Yeah.
No.
Good turn. Good turn.
Yeah, I do feel bad about forgetting the disadvantage. So, what I'm gonna do is give you all of you who have been hit by this creature, this encounter, you get 3 health back,
All right, I'll take it.
just to balance that out. I don't think you've been hit by this creature.
No, I definitely got hit. You shouldn't see it, but I did.
Oh, I only said I wasn't happy because I'm the only one directly next to this thing now.
It's okay. I'll be right there.
I'm close enough to it.
It is your turn, Hudson.
Yeah. So can I ask, since I prepared the bottle on the last turn, can that be a bonus action to throw it, and then I can move in to attack?
It's an action to throw it.
Okay.
You are a fighter, though, so I think you have action surge.
I do indeed. I don't know if I want to use it
Okay.
right here, but also, what are the odds that we die here? Pretty high. So I guess I will use action surge. So I'm going to grab a bottle off of the table here. Can I describe the bottle, or are you going to describe it?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Roll 1d22, which you can do in Roll20. Or I will for you real quick.
Okay, I'm also remembering this thing's on difficult terrain as well.
Okay, a 12.
Yeah, that doesn't affect its movement. That doesn't affect its advantage. It only halves its movement when it's going
Okay.
over. I rolled a 12, right?
Yes. What kind of bottle is it?
So you grab a vial that has a clear liquid that diffuses external light sources into colorful rainbow hues kind of around you, over your body as you lift it up, Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
And the water was already sloshing of its own accord before you grabbed it.
Got it.
The
Okay,
liquid, I should say, not the water.
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't seem scary at all. Alright, I'm gonna throw it and immediately charge after that.
Okay.
What was it? Was
Just
Dex?
straight dex.
yeah.
Yep.
Alright, I got a 12 on that, so I think that ought to hit.
It does for 4 more damage, and you can go ahead and move up with your next attack.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take action surge as well.
The liquid, when it contacts the creature's body, it kind of mists out in multicolored fluorescent light.
Okay, got it. Does it do any damage, like even the bottle maybe shattering on it?
The bottle shattering is what does damage.
Okay, wait, how much damage was it?
4 damage. It's just
4.
your, it's 1 plus your strength or dexterity.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm just gonna slash at it with my cutlass then.
Alright.
So I hit with a 15,
Yes.
and that gives me 7 damage.
Nice. It is on death's door. Several of its tentacles have been lopped off. None of the ones with heads, just the peripheral tentacles.
Arg.
Well, no, let's make it fun. One of its heads got lopped off.
Which
It
head?
can't use its second head anymore. It can't use its saber-tooth head anymore.
That's good.
That was a good head.
Yeah, it's still just kind of twitching on the ground like a snake after it dies.
It's a pet. It's
Wait,
adopted.
why is the saber tooth twitching like a snake? Wouldn't it twitch like a tiger?
Well, it's on the end of a tentacle, so I'm gonna say most of its body structure is more serpentine.
Oh, do you think snakes have tentacles? I shouldn't argue with the DM. Alright, I know who it's attacking next.
Yeah. It's gonna send one at you. So Hudson, this attack is coming at you. It's the dire kangaroo again.
Gotcha.
It has disadvantage, so does a 22 hit you?
It does indeed.
Not much of a disadvantage.
Take 5 piercing damage and make a strength save.
Okay. Boy, 16 on the strength save.
Yeah, so you don't fall over, you just take the damage.
Okay.
It's going to make one attack at Clacker. And this attack is actually a head that's been kind of just observing everything now, but the head of some sort of undead humanoid lashes a long, spiky tongue out at you.
What?
Does a 15 hit you?
Not after I use shield, it doesn't.
All right.
Shing!
Also, my rage, I didn't remember this earlier. It has resistance to piercing damage, so would that have only done half damage from the bite earlier then?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, perfect. I'll add back 5.
All right. And last attack at Moriarty. Can't use that head. That head already attacked. Can't use that head. That head is grappling Clacker.
I mean, if it has no more heads to attack, I'm fine. It's okay.
So, again, with disadvantage, does a 22 hit Moriarty?
Well, shit. Even if I use shield, I'd still hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be 6 piercing and 6 poison damage.
Rat bastard.
And that's it for the blasphemy. This little orb of eyes and stuff is going to float up to Jack and ram into you, Jack.
Why?
Does a 19 hit you?
It does.
Take 1 poison damage.
It's just trying to give you a hug.
And make a Constitution saving throw.
You can take it. It's fine.
Got an 8.
All right. So that's going to be a little more poison damage. 10 more poison damage.
Oh my god.
That's not a little.
It's fine. It just wants pet. Just give it a pet.
Get this fucking thing away from me.
Oh, they're
That
not.
means it is Clacker's turn now.
Okie dokie. I guess really I should just be taking a swing on this 7-headed beast again, so let's see. Okay, what about 18?
18 is a big ol' hit.
Okay, let's hope I get a big ol' hit. For, really, 7 slashing damage.
Plus 2 from rage, right?
Plus 2 from rage for 9 slashing damage.
All right.
You guys,
That
this is
puts
my
it
first
down
character with
to-
rage, so I always forget.
Yeah, you're good. I always forget when I play Barbarian too. So many other cool things you can do.
Right. I love the wild magic.
You do have your bonus action if you want to try to bite it.
I'm going to.
All right.
I was just waiting to see what would happen after that. All right, so
It's down to 1 health.
what about? Oh, okay. How about a 10? Does that hit?
A 10 does hit.
It's yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't. Yeah. It's done. I don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
But I do want to describe my killing blow for it.
Absolutely.
So since I'm biting it, I'm gonna kind of like bite it right at the base of all of its tentacle heads, and then simultaneously I'm gonna tear them all off of its body at the same time.
Wow. I
You're
love it.
terrified.
So, 4 of its heads were growing from its neck. Some of the others were from its limbs, and the eagle one was just on its chest. So I imagine you bite off. You bite
Yeah.
off like all 4 tentacle necks,
And I like
and
tear
your
the rest off
great
with my.
sword lops one of them off. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
Nice. Yeah, and it collapses. I guess you still have movement if you want to use it.
I don't like these beholders. I'm gonna move a little bit further away, so I'm gonna move up towards Moriarty.
Okay.
These things freak me out.
Zachariah.
Okay, so it rammed into Jack.
Correct.
Would you describe this as like an excited puppy who you just came home and it hasn't seen you all day and
It felt to me like a defensive lineman trying to kill me.
or was it like a defensive lineman trying to kill him?
Make a nature check.
Nature?
Of what?
Nature.
Not bad at nature. I got a 15.
So, definitely more like a defensive lineman. And you
Was it a-
note...
Cute defensive lineman?
No.
It's
But
in the
you-
eye of the beholder.
You realize now, Zachariah,
Amen.
that slamming into Jack is probably the most effective physical attack this thing could make because it does not have a mouth.
Does it need to scream then?
And there's 2 of them?
There's 2 of them. The other one kind of snuck into the room during the fight.
Do they look like regular beholders or like the abomination?
They're like first edition beholders.
Did first edition beholders not have mouths?
No, they just... Have you ever seen the first edition beholders? They look
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I started 3.5.
Well, it's like a meme. Never mind.
I'm looking at it now. It's silly.
Yeah, I have seen that before.
Okay. I am going to back up a little bit like, okay, wait. Look, we're not here to mess with your lair. We're not here to hurt you. If you have been cursed, your mouth has been removed, we're here to help. We're here to fix Kraz. We're here to make all this better. We're here to make the abominations stop. If you could please just let us pass, I would appreciate it. We're on the same side. And I'm going to ready a Toll the Dead if they attack again.
Okay. Raven?
I'm not going to make any aggression with him. He's just going to come land on my shoulder.
All right.
And be
Moriarty.
like, cute.
Oh, no, I feel like a dick if I attack.
It already attacked me once.
It
Well,
wasn't,
this
was it an
true, so-
attack? It was like a boop. It booped you.
Do you want to get booped?
For 11 poison damage.
Well, I'm going to, but then vicious, and then I'm going to walk up behind Jack. Well, he may boop you again, but I'll smack it just for you. And I'm gonna use my fishing rod and smack it up right behind him.
All right.
25 to hit
25 hits.
for 12 slashing.
All right. It explodes.
Oh. Okay.
That was something to behold.
Each creature within 20 feet of it, that is all of you, need to make a con save. Except Jack, because you already failed.
Except for who?
Jack.
I got a crit. So, do I get some health back, or like...
Nope. Good
I got a
try, though.
21.
Nice.
I got a 9.
Okay. And, Zachariah,
I got a 5.
Are you immune to poison damage?
Oh, I mean, I don't know why you'd say that. I'm just a normal person like everyone else here.
The jig's up,
Okay,
mate.
so you will take normal damage like everyone else here.
No, I am... I can't remember if I'm resistant or immune. Give me one moment, please.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I have advantage on saving throws, so I actually got a 15, and I have resistance to poison damage.
Advantage on saving throws, 15. Okay, resist. Perfect. So you actually take no damage. It looks like it's only Moriarty who takes 12 poison damage.
And Moriarty goes down.
Gagging on these, like, this noxious fume as this thing explodes.
Everyone else is breathing normally or not breathing normally.
I mean, you did attack it. I kind of feel like that's your own fault. I'm done. We'll talk about it later.
I will step over Moriarty's body. I will use Spare the Dying and stop Moriarty from dying.
Nice. So Moriarty is stable, doesn't need to make death saves. I'll also say, Jack, at this point you realize that the poison was not just damage. You also are suffering from the poisoned condition currently.
Ooh.
Okay.
That doesn't affect anything you just did on your turn. I was just waiting for a minute so that, like, it's more in character. You realize, like, conditions kind of as they go on.
Well, does anyone have any way to help Moriarty? I don't...
Well, I be the doctor, and I have helped him as much as I can.
Well, I do remember Body Nook, a good friend of mine, very, very close friend of mine. He sold me this mysterious tincture called an Idaho potato.
It looks like a brown ball thing.
Yes, well, I think if I were to crush it up, maybe if I chewed it like a bird, and I put it into Moriarty's mouth, I think it would heal him.
I think there's other ways we could go about it other than spitting into somebody's mouth.
Well, okay, it was just an idea. Just throw it. Do you have it? Whatever you want to do. Hudson,
I mean, do you have teeth?
Yes.
Can you chew things?
Yes, I have teeth.
Okay. No tongue, but you've got teeth. Got it.
Yeah, you seem confused by the bone thing. I have my bones.
Are teeth bones?
Yes, sort of. I don't actually know.
I meant to ask that as, like, Hudson is, like, kind of an idiot, but then I was like, I don't actually quite know.
While we're talking, I'm going to gather up the jade on this table. How much are we talking?
600 gold pieces worth.
Okay.
That'd be a fair amount.
And
how many acorn caps?
Are there any
So
healing
many acorn
potions
caps
by any
worth.
chance?
There's a lot of potions.
Any
You can
healing potion?
try to determine that with a medicine check.
Oh, can anyone help me with this? I'm not very...
Nope.
No.
Just say I'm helping you. Just say those
I
words.
can help you. I'd be a doctor after all.
Okay. So, I got a 6 with advantage. Me and Chad.
Yeah, well, this one doesn't look too bad. It kinda looks like a healing potion, maybe.
At this point, I think Hudson would interject and be like, I've got the best medicine of all. He like pulls a flask out of his boot and he's like, this always cures everything.
It really won't in this case, though.
But it's my
This is just about as helpful as the potato.
Jack, what is your constitution modifier?
Constitution modifier, +3.
Indeed. It is 3.
Moriarty, what is yours?
Oh, mine is 3. You should... Jack, I thought you were asking Moriarty for whatever reason. My bad.
And Clacker, what's yours?
Con modifier?
Yes.
+4.
Okay. Cool.
Why did it sound like you wrote that down?
I did, in fact, just write that down.
I don't
Why
like
didn't you
that.
ask mine?
I didn't need to know yours.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
you have
sure it has nothing to
absolutely
do
no
with the
idea.
debilitating poison that we all are under the effect of.
You have no idea which potions might be healing potions, might be poison, any of that.
Okay, I think we should just rest. I really need to take a moment.
In the room where there's horrible monstrosities and beholders.
Right, but literally, I'm cached. Like, I have no magical power right now. I am a little scared. I'm very hurt. Moriarty, I think, is barely... Jack, don't you dare fucking step in that room. God damn it.
I was just looking.
Don't look. Just don't even
Well, it's best to have eyes in the room, you never know.
We just had eyes in the room. They exploded and hurt us.
Thank you.
Well, where did those eyes come from? They came from the room where we don't have eyes.
Okay, I am going to do the potato thing for Moriarty, or we can take a rest.
Both sound like fair and logical options to me. It's hard for me to decide.
I think maybe we do both.
While all this is happening,
Why do we
can
do
I-
the potato thing? Why would we do that?
The potato will help. Bonnie Nook promised me. He gave me his word.
Who in the blue place is this body?
Don't you fucking talk badly about my friend. Bonnie Nook is a fine man. Well, okay, if we take the rest, then I don't need to waste my magical potato.
Save your magic potato.
Okay, Jack, you know what? What do you want to do? You're in charge now.
I don't.
No,
think
you
we
were
should
no.
I
You're
agree
peanut.
with you.
Peanut Gallery. You make the decisions now.
All right, we rest.
Okay, I'm going to sleep. Good night.
Hudson's still holding his flask and kind of looking around. He's like,
So we're not doing the rum plan then.
What? There was never a rum plan.
Where was the rum plan?
he definitely
all
shrugs his
just get
shoulders.
hammered.
Shrugs his shoulders, uncorks the flask, and then just takes a big old swig and lays down.
While all this was happening, I want to be pulling out the fangs from the saber-toothed tiger head.
Oh, God.
Can I do that?
Interesting.
You can do that, yes.
Okay, I just yank them out and I just put them in my pocket.
Aren't they
All right.
several feet long? Oh, I guess
I
you
think
are
several
very
I'm,
feet.
tall.
I'm an orcafolk.
That is a good point. I totally forgot about that.
You'd press on nails if I had fingers. I mean, if you all knew that I had fingers.
Is it carrying anything else on its person? Did it have clothes?
It didn't
No.
look like a person.
It had neither clothes nor genitalia.
I didn't ask about the.
Yeah.
We were all
You sure
trying.
didn't have multiple
information.
different types of genitalia?
I was gonna say, since it had 7 heads,
This is the eagle balls.
Writing that down to throw at you all later.
oh no.
7 journal beast.
Multi-genitalia.
I've heard of the beast with 1,000 backs. The beast with 7 genitalia.
It walks on its hands.
Okay, so if one of you can take first watch, I don't need to rest as long.
Are we long resting or short resting in here?
A short rest is not going to help me at all.
Right. Okay.
If we can do 4 hours, I'm good.
All right, we could do a long rest. Hudson, I think, is like doing about the best, so I think he can take first watch.
So Zachariah would just go sit against the cavern wall and like fold his legs and fold his hands in front of him, and he just becomes completely still.
All right. 3 hours into the long rest, Moriarty, you wake up from your unconsciousness, and you feel abysmal. Your head is pounding, there's a wrenching pain in your gut.
God, fuck me. What the fuck happened?
Aye, mate, you took a bit of poison, I think, at the end there. Hair of the dog, lad.
And then Hudson like pushes the flask.
You're gonna poison me again?
I don't think you feel better, though.
I think you misunderstood the hair of the dog quote. You're supposed to, drink more because you drank a little last night. Hair of the dog implies you're gonna poison me.
I suppose it's poison of a type, mate.
I suppose it is.
Well, at least you're alive. Jack kept you that way.
And Moriarty will take a sip.
Immediately dies.
And that was the wonderful adventures of Moriarty. See you next time.
Jack and Clacker, are the two of you long resting during this time? Or are you... Okay, so I should specify, I guess, like, most living creatures, elves being the prominent exception, only need 6 hours of sleep to gain a long rest, so you can do a couple hours doing other things. Would you just pass out, or would you be, like, tinkering or looking through the room or anything like that?
I'll just pass out.
Okay.
Moriarty.
Yeah, I think for the first little bit, I might clean off one of these tables and put it in front of this area, and then just call it, sit behind it, and just kind of be like, all right, well, that's enough fooling around with that for now.
Clean off one of the tables, like, take the...
Yeah, just, like, take one of these bones, swipe all the unimportant junk off, and just flip it up on its side and use it as, like, a makeshift barricade.
Oh, I see. Okay. Give yourself a little privacy for the night.
That's not a bad idea.
Do you do that carelessly with all the potions, or do you, like...
Well, right, that's what I mean. Like, I clear off all the stuff, and then, like, all the unimportant stuff, I'll just get rid of it.
I see. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because we have another table. We have 2 tables, it looks like, that we can move some stuff to, if need be.
Yeah, 2 tables and a big old shelf, all of which have
I
potions
can
on
put
them.
some stuff on the shelf, yeah.
Yeah. All right. 4 hours go by, and Zachariah, is that the entirety of time you need for a long rest?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then you are long rested. Everyone else is half long rested.
I have a question.
Yes.
Sanity rolls. Can I roll my hit die at the beginning of the long rest and then regain half my hit die as far as sanity goes, or how does that work?
You can. Thank you for reminding me about sanity, because I need to do that. You need to make those of you who lost sanity are going to get some sort of madness. You can then regain sanity, but the madness won't go away until you succeed a wisdom save.
How much do you have to have lost to get a madness, or just ever you take any damage, you get a madness?
You get a madness at 3/4 of your sanity. So Zachariah is certainly there. Moriarty is has an inconvenient number to determine that. Let's see. Half of 29 is 14. Half of 14 is 7. So we're going to call 3/4 sanity 21. So Moriarty is just barely fine. Clacker is back down to half. So Clacker, you're going to get another madness.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to determine this. Zachariah is going to get 1, and Clacker is going to get the other.
At this rate, Clacker's going to end up like Caligula by the end of the campaign, just like an insane noble throwing seeds at people.
Clackerigula.
I am not going to sleep next to Clacker anymore.
So, Zachariah, you have an irrational fear of any form of crustacean wildlife.
Crustacean?
Yeah, I think that's the right term. Like shrimp, lobsters, crabs, crayfish.
That's sad. That's like my favorite thing in the world as a person.
Well,
I have a
It doesn't
story
matter,
about me
right?
fighting a arm wrestling a crustacean.
Okay, I got it. And then second question, when you're rolling hit dice, you get your die plus your constitution. Do I get my die plus my intelligence to get sanity back, or is
yes,
it just...
that is correct.
Okay, then I'm back to full.
Nice.
And then I make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, let me check the rules. I believe you can do that. Let me see when you can do that. Upon completion of a long rest, you can make a saving throw. So, conveniently, you just completed a long rest. So, make a wisdom save. We're going to say the DC for this is 14 to get rid of the madness.
I'm going to use my inspiration because I don't like passive negative effects. Ah! I got an 18, thanks to my inspiration.
That was a very short-lived madness.
I had a bad dream about shrimp, but I woke up and it wasn't real.
Yeah. When you were definitely sleeping.
Yeah, absolutely. No. Well, yeah, I was resting. And then I'm going to basically, while I'm keeping watch, I'd like to... I know there's no, like, take 10 or take 20 effect in D&D 5th edition, but I'm going to take the entirety of the time looking through the potions and looking for any notes and that type of thing.
Yeah, I'll give you stuff for that. Basically, I'm going to take away the downtime points I would have given you, and I'll give you knowledge on all of this instead.
Okay.
Clacker, your insanity is, okay, what are they called? Vitriol floaters? The things that float in front of your eyes that...
Oh, yeah. I hate those things.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have those multicolored.
Ew.
Just kind of hanging out there. So everywhere you look, there's like a little, it's like distinctly not an after image from looking at a bright light. It's like when you have a piece of dust in your eye or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, it seems like they almost have a will of their own, and they're not just like the normal kind of grayish color.
Okay. Oh, and so would I be able to also, like what Grant had said earlier, like use one of my hit dice to restore sanity points before long resting, basically?
Yes, and
okay.
Zachariah or Grant, looking at the chat, it looks like you used your hit point hit die, and I know this is the most confusing part, and I apologize for this, but I want to go ahead and get it right now so that we get it correct moving forward. Your you only have 3 health dice at 3rd level, but when you use them, their size depends on whether it's for hit points or sanity points.
Okay.
So, as a wizard, your sanity die is a d12.
Shit! Okay. So can I reroll that?
Yeah, you can reroll. You probably only need 1 instead of 2.
That's a sorcerer's or a cleric's. I mean,
sorcerer's is a d12, a cleric's is a d10. And Clacker, your hit die is a d12, but your sanity die is a d6.
Poor Clacker.
Dude,
I know.
He's literally going to go Jack Nicholson on us. Very sure.
Right.
Clacker's had it rough.
Here's Clacker.
With my great sword.
I mean, he has been dismembering literally everything that we have found.
Y'all saw me tear those heads off. Like, I bit and I took out those saber-tooth fangs as well with my
I'm just like,
We can
fingers.
eat everything and tear it apart.
Yar, Clacker, what's your right in there in your journal? And I look over his shoulder and it just says, Jack looks delicious, Jack looks delicious.
Guys, I forgot that I wrote this down, and so I glanced at my notes and saw multi-genitalia blasphemy, and I didn't need that in my brain right now.
Also, in fairness, we are traveling with the apex predator in nature. The one thing that can kill a great white shark is an orca.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Moriarty.
That's what I thought he was talking about. I thought he was talking about me.
Yeah, speaking of Moriarty, to get back to the long rest situation, Zachariah, as you're looking through the potions and such, you hear Moriarty violently vomit.
Oh, God.
God, you humans are disgusting. Look, seriously, just void your bowels and puke on everything.
You admire every other form of life but humans, apparently.
No,
You're like, oh, you're adorable, but humans, you're disgusting.
I mean, you have to be honest. I mean, it is pretty gross. You eat things, and they turn into
I heard you
poop.
something when I was out about baby birdie me, and you said
I was going to help
disgusting.
you. I'm not trying to hurt you.
We didn't say you were.
Look, come over here. I'm worried. Is this normal? Do you usually just like puke when you sleep?
Not particularly, but after a rough night, you know, it does happen.
Well, maybe I can find you something to help in this, in these potions. Tinctures.
Figure any of them out yet, then?
I think so. I'm kind of waiting for God to tell me what I know.
I throw up too.
Well, good news. As soon as I learn how, I will raise you all as undead servants, and we can continue our journeys.
I'm not a big fan of this plan. You said I was going to move a shit bucket for the rest of eternity.
You gave me a
well,
hug.
he
You're
might
good
be
now.
actually some sort of villainous dictator, so I don't know if we should trust him.
Do I
I'm
get my long
absolutely
rest
not.
in before I get sick?
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, everyone stop puking and pooping and peeing on things. I'm gonna fix this.
All
I
right.
haven't pooped or peed yet, but I'm not ruling it out.
Moriarty, it looks like you reset your health to 30. What was it before you did that?
Let's go back
0.
down to 0.
Oh, right. You.
Oh, all right. I'm back feeling mighty shitty.
He pukes and then just passes out.
Yeah, your
When the
con mod is
conversation,
+3, right?
it hasn't happened.
Here's what we'll do. We'll put you at 4 for now, because you haven't finished a long rest, but you have woken up, so that's 1 plus your con mod. Yeah, so 2 of the 5 of you are just having these, like, violent, vomiting sessions. Zachariah, there are, I believe, like 20 potions in here remaining after the ones that Hudson threw.
Well, that one was the cure, so...
Let's see. So here's what I'll give you for the time that you spent uninterrupted before the vomiting sessions began. There are enough basic salves and bandages and splints in here to make up 3 medical kits in, like, equipment terms. So you can add those to your inventory.
Hey, maybe
see.
you want to spread those around, so in case anyone else needs them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can. As soon as everyone's awake. Are you awake right now? Hudson, are you talking in your sleep? Are you arguing over treasure in your sleep?
Hudson would.
Honestly, I think he's just talking about booze right now.
Oh, I swear he just asked for his cut of the loot while he was sleeping.
Aye, money.
He's got like a
Mr. Krabs
now.
Money.
Okay. 3 medical
He
kits.
saw like he sees every single thing you're taking, but he's like clearly asleep. He's
has a
Santa
little-
Clausing you.
He has a little abacus, and you just see him, like, slowly slide. Okay. So 3 medical kits. I'm sorry that they keep interrupting you, Nathan. You can keep giving me loot.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit more loot that you identify. I'm not going to give you the whole list because of the interruptions. You don't have, like, 4 undisturbed hours.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to study here.
There are 3 vials that have a translucent white syrupy liquid with flakes of green leaves and red powder flecks. These are potions of lesser healing, so 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Okay.
There is 1 vial that looks similar, but it also has kind of red veins of fluid that kind of waft through the
Gross.
milky white. And this is... Oh, I'm sorry. I read the wrong one. My bad. Hang on.
Deleting red veiny milky white.
Yep, no red veiny milky white. That's not a thing. That is a thing. You don't know what it does. So, a similar one, but with bands of darker turquoise, like oil, kind of mixed into the water. This is a potion of lesser holistic healing, which is 1d4 hit points, or 1d4 plus 1 hit points, and 1d4 plus 1 sanity points.
Ooh.
But you are poisoned for an hour after consuming it.
Oh.
Well, I'm not, so...
And then I will, let's see, I don't think that it would be very enjoyable to you all or to the audience if I just read off the descriptions of all of the other potions and then So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this over to the chat, and you can pick 2 more descriptions, and I'll explain what they do.
Okay. I picked the one that cures the poison.
Oh, I like the second one.
Well, I'm playing Zachariah, so I'm definitely going to pick the brown muddy gunk that looks like it would be hard to force out of the bottle because of how congealed it is. It smells musky.
That one, indeed, is a potion of bear strength. Your strength score increases by +2 for 1 hour, and you gain some temporary hit points.
Okay.
And you get 1 more.
And what? Oh, I get 1 more.
Oh, and clarification, there are 3 potions of bear strength. Not just 1.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the one that there's the most of?
There is the most of the thick yellow fluid that has coagulated bits floating in its viscous body.
I would like to identify the thick yellow fluid that has coagulated bits floating in its viscous body.
Absolutely. So
That was my nickname in high school.
So, Grant, the thick yellow fluids that have coagulated bits floating in their viscous bodies are embalming fluids that help zombies maintain their form post-mortem.
Oh, so like lotion for me.
Yeah, except you're not a zombie. You're a skeleton, but, I mean, you're a human.
Well, that wasn't helpful. Fuck. That's actually good for me, though, because I do plan on, Anyways, we'll talk about that later. Well, Moriarty, bad news. I guess I just need to know, when you do pass, would you prefer to be a zombie or a skeleton? Do you want me to clean your bones, or would you like to retain some of your original form?
Can I keep my looks how they are right now? I find myself quite handsome.
Okay, so zombie. Got it.
Yes.
Anyone else have a preference?
I prefer not dying, though.
Oh, right. No, absolutely. No, I'm not gonna die. Well, I really do not know what to do about your poison. Honestly, I know this is strange, but none of these that I have identified have been dangerous yet. I know this is going to be a little scary, but I think you should just start drinking things.
All right, give me the potato. I'll try that.
No, not my fucking potato. Okay. Here, Jack, you try this clear liquid that seems to slosh of its own accord and diffuses external light sources.
What about...
Okay, Moriarty, you try this clear liquid that seems to slosh its own accord and diffuses external light sources into colorful rainbow hues. Why are you laughing? Now he's laughing in his sleep. Hudson sleeps weird.
Money.
All right, down the hatch. I'm trying to pour this into Moriarty's mouth.
Moriarty, do you accept the fluid?
I don't like this phrasing.
Do you accept my fluid? Accept it, Moriarty.
Yes?
Thank you.
How many of them are there?
There were 3 of the clear liquid that seems to slosh of its own accord. Hudson threw one of them during the battle, so there are now 2.
I don't blame me.
Well, there's now one because Moriarty is drinking one.
Right. Moriarty.
Oh, God. Tell me that's not damage.
I don't like the rolling of a D100 and seeing it 87 right now.
D100 is not damage. There's a potential tertiary effect to this potion, and it didn't trigger. So, Moriarty, for the next hour, you are completely incapacitated. So, at least you're...
He stopped puking. It worked.
Right. He stopped puking. During this time, Moriarty, you are wildly hallucinating.
All right, so he's fixed. Jack, come here.
Oh my god, we gave him ayahuasca.
No, that doesn't seem to be helping.
No, he's fine. Come here.
We brewed him with ayahuasca.
I'm gonna pass.
Oh my God, Clacker, come here. We're doing science.
I think Clacker's still asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna pour while he's sleeping.
Leave my blowhole alone.
While he's sleeping, I'm going to pour a clear liquid that flows like water but is thick with brown specks and red-orange hairs.
I will stab you with a saber tooth.
I'm trying to help you.
I didn't ask for it. I'm good. I got dice to roll.
Okay, he doesn't. He's. Jack, will you just drink this? It's for science.
You're talking about the one that has the thick brown specks and red-orange hairs? That's what you said?
I'm trying to get Jack to drink this, yes.
Okay, there's only one of that particular potion.
Prefer not to drink it.
Oh my god. Okay, I am going to... I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna wait. Apparently we don't like science. Apparently we're an anti-science adventuring party.
One of them you said was embalming fluids.
Well, yeah, I identified the embalming fluids, obviously.
I just don't feel comfortable.
Look,
Drinking
okay, then stay poisoned and puke everywhere. You do you.
I'm doing it as we speak.
Moriarty, at the end of this hour, you gradually come off of your hallucinogenic high. What sort of hallucinations do you imagine Moriarty has?
Well, he fished up a giant fish, turned into a lobster. They arm wrestled. He got thrown to the moon. Well, it started off normal enough. He was fishing, fished up a giant fish that turned into a lobster. They arm wrestled. He lost. It threw him to the moon. So he became a moon fisherman. Married a mermaid. She wanted a divorce, kicked him off the moon back to the planet. And now he lives with 2 walruses. Not walrus people, but walruses on an iceberg. And that's where he wakes up.
Inspiration.
I don't know what the hell just happened.
Do you feel poisoned?
Yeah, do you feel sick still?
I don't know what I feel.
You still feel incredibly sick, like even worse than before.
I feel much worse.
Okay, come try this one.
Make an insight check, Moriarty.
Okay, let's hope. Do I want to use my inspiration on the insight check?
I mean, easy come, easy go, right?
I'm going to do it.
Alright.
20!
Nice!
Because of the insight.
Wow.
I mean, the inspiration.
You have the sense, you have never felt this bad in your life. You legitimately have the sense that you might be dying.
Guys, I think I might be dying.
That's what I said.
I don't want to end up like a zombie or a skeleton. I prefer just not dying.
Well, I'm trying, but I just want to make sure that your, affairs are in order. I don't want to... Okay. Jack, I really think you should help me test these. I'll drink one if you drink one, but we have to get Moriarty something, and probably use something so that you don't die here. How many translucent white syrupy liquid with flecks of green leaves and red powder flecks shot through red veins of fluid that smell sharp like eucalyptus are there?
There is one of those.
There's only one of them. The thing is, even if we do find a cure, there's not 2 of any of these anymore, I don't think. Right?
There are 2, let's see, you identified the bear strength ones. There's multiple of that.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple zombie lotion.
Yep, got it.
There's multiple potions of lesser healing and lesser holistic healing, but you know what all of those do.
Right.
So, of the others, there is only one of each one.
Yep, well, do you think you could sleep it off, Moriarty, or did it wake you up?
What, the hallucinations or like the whatever's wrong with me? Because I remember waking up vomiting and then you shove something down my throat and then a few years of my life somewhere I don't remember. And then now I'm back here.
Well, were you happy?
Not particularly, I don't think. Maybe for a time.
Well, do you want to try another one, or what?
Well, I don't think I have much choice at this point.
Okay. Well, let's try the eucalyptus-smelling one.
First, Moriarty's going to use special marinade, which is actually cures on himself.
Okay.
Gonna heal up a little bit, because I don't know what these potions are gonna do to me. In case something goes wrong, I want a little bit more. Anyway. Alright.
I guess I'm operating under the assumption that the cure's in this room, but I guess I don't have any reason to believe there's a cure in this room, other than we're in a room with potions and you got poisoned here. I'm kind of like going back through my logic, and I'm thinking maybe I don't have
I could be drinking this stuff for no reason.
Well, I'm just trying to work through this logically. Like, it seems convenient, but I don't know that there's a cure here. Perhaps we should move on. But here, just drink this. We'll find out later. And yeah, I feed him the translucent white syrupy liquid with flecks of green leaves and red powder flecks.
That's the episode title.
Alright, you live this tasty stuff, I guess, is what I just drank.
Moriarty, for 1 hour, you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened, and when you are reduced to 0 HP, you still have to make death saving throws as normal, but you do not fall unconscious. Unless you die.
Wow.
Well, I mean, he still doesn't fall unconscious.
I feel better in a different way, but I don't think that did the trick.
Well, Jack, how are you feeling?
About the same.
Like you're dying?
Yar. Indeed, I feel as if I could die.
Okay, how long have Hudson and Clacker been sleeping?
It has been 5 hours.
Okay,
So you've been awake for an hour, let's say 5.5 hours. So, Zachariah, you've been awake for 90 minutes.
I'm going to come into this next room here and just be like, Jack, stay here. I'll call for help if I need it. I'm just going to have a quick peek. Jesus fucking
You sure
Christ.
I should have just followed along? There's not much that I can do here.
Yeah, leave our sleeping friends to whatever is going to stumble into the room. Just call for help if you need me.
Just left Jack here. Alright.
I'll be right back. I'm like going next door. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna see if there's anything in
Well,
here.
Jack,
Yar.
I think we may be a little bit fucked here now, don't you?
I've thought I was fucked many a time in my life, and this does appear to be one of them.
On that sentiment, I think we're actually going to call it here for the night.
Shit.
Moriarty feels absolutely abysmal. Jack, you're feeling pretty bad too. Clacker, your sleep is dreamless as it normally is, but otherwise, like, you haven't been awoken yet. And Hudson is just snoring away, money.
Occasionally saying things that are a little bit too perfect, like he has to be hearing you.
Aye, where's Zachariah going? money.
Yeah, so we'll come back next week and see how all of you fare. This has been the Kaleidosphere, to whom the sea belongs. Thank you for joining us on our epic voyage. If you enjoyed this, then please like, share, subscribe, and leave a hopefully 5-star review. Right now we are pushing for written reviews as well, so next time you're waiting in line at Starbucks or something, if you could just go onto Apple Podcasts and write a couple sentences about why you listen to people slowly dying and vomiting, and why you enjoy that, then you'd be the MVP. Any method of spreading awareness helps us out a ton, and we're very grateful for that. If you want to get in touch with us, and we would love to hear from you, we'd love to hear your thoughts on the show, go to linktrr.ee/thekaleidosphere, and that will have links to our Discord, our Twitter, and an email. We have an email, guys. We're moving up in the world. I know, it's super fancy. If you don't know how to spell Kaleidosphere by now, just listen to the outro of the outro. And we're going to get on other social media in the near future. This campaign is dedicated to Brandon, who we hold in loving memory. To Whom the Sea Belongs is a campaign set in the Kaleidosphere. That's kale, like the vegetable, Ido, I-D-O, sphere. Join us next week as the party might lose 3 members.